Morning, everybody. God, looking a bit wolfish, aren't I? Oh. Well, Calvin Klein's definitely not going to be knocking down my door with this facial hair. Maybe Calvin and Hobbes. Hey, I got a Tigger outfit for you. Think about that. Me dressing up in a lion outfit with a Tigger tail that you can bounce on up and down. That's just wrong. Oh, man. Unless you're into that sort of thing. I mean, the weekend's coming up, you know. You don't know what the girlfriend or the wife is into. Oh, my God. Can you imagine me explaining this to all my international subscribers? I don't understand. Tiger outfit? Something attached to your butt and bouncing up and down? It's gonna take me weeks to explain. Do they even have the words for this in the other languages? Oh my God. Oh, but I digress. Okay. Alright. Let's take off with the engraving tool. I'll be right back. Need to get something to work on. Okay, here we go. This tool primarily is used for two different things. What I refer to as plunge cutting, and the other is etching. Also, if you've got very fine hand control, you can literally draw with this. It takes some skill. And I accidentally bent mine. I've got it bent back. I know somebody bent Dale's, so he did a really good tutorial, by the way, Bootleg did, about this, and I love Bootleg's mantra. I wish it was mine. Right tool, right job. You know, I think he said, don't use a chisel as a screwdriver, or vice versa. Very smart man, very smart man. Breakfast of Champions, woohoo! Okay. I'm going to do a real quick brickwork job here. In fact, I'm going to do it on the bad side of this because there's something I want to point out to you. And it's not something you can do like freehand really fast. You want to have lines to follow. But like I said, this is just a quick tutorial. Sometimes you want to have your lines a little bit goofy, or you can use it to your advantage. This would come under what I would call as stylized looks. Sometimes you might want to warp something wider or smaller at certain points to draw attention to it. Like there's a magic item there, or you're gonna have a light source there or something. But that's just a real quick, like I said, fairly nasty looking. And also you'll see like a footprint right there, and it's kind of chewed up. Besides the footprint, if they don't notice it, and when you put a pattern over that footprint, it's probably going to totally bust that pattern up and they'll never know what it was. When you black base this and you dry brush this, all those deep recesses on even the top brick surface are going to stay dark, and you're going to get a really nice pattern because bricks are rough. So you want to emulate that. Next thing, plunge cutting. It's got some drawbacks, it's got some advantages, and it's pretty much based off of, here's my drawing. And pretty much, depending on how thick a piece you're working with, you'll find out if it's an advantage or a disadvantage. You never want to plunge cut at a point. You want to go to your edge and then start cutting along your edge. And you want to make sure that you keep the tip all the way through, but not so much that it starts to be the cooler end. This is much hotter than this is, okay? So that's what it can do on both sides. Obviously, this is not as pretty. You can jump in there with a razor knife and zip it down. If you've got like flat surface, like a square sander, like a square rat tail file, if that makes sense, you can get in there and clean these edges up pretty easily. And it's nice because it's a heat tool. It cauterizes the surface, so it'll be nice and strong. Okay, on to a similar tool. This tool is very, very similar to this tool, but with a wedge tip here, okay? I've got a special engraving tip on this because I use this to do my short lines for brickwork. This has got a couple of different functions that are very nice. You can usually, anything you can do with a wood burner, you can do with this, pretty much, depending on the tip structure. But I mean, pretty much this is very similar to a wedge tip, a duller wedge tip. I'm gonna just do like, I'm gonna do a yin-yang, and I'm just freehanding this, so it's not, you know, it's probably not going to be perfect. This is for Christopher doing his really cool Eldar figures, by the way. Yeah, if you haven't checked out AG Productions Inc., you gotta check him out. Very, very cool guy. And I gotta check in what's going on with Nitaku. Last time I checked, I didn't see anything, but that doesn't mean that he's not up to something. Just love that guy. Here's some other things you can do with it. You can do long lines. They're very nice. You can even do them relatively, let's see if I can do this. You can do them kind of close to each other and get ridges. That works really well for sci-fi stuff, like if you're doing, what's the word I'm looking for? Like air vents or something, you know? So, the other tool that I use this a lot for, I kind of got started on this, and I thought I better turn it into a video. I'm like halfway done, but like if you have this as an inlay to something where it's recessed and this looks like a power field or something, you can burn that surface in such a manner that it dry brushes up very nice, like a warp field or something. This is one of the things that I particularly like to use this tool for. It's very well suited for this. So I'm gonna just do some handwork here, and show you the kinds of things that this will do. And I just it's so cool that we're getting the community and myself. It's so cool that we're getting all these international people. I mean, I just can't tell you how much that means to me. You know, people have a view of Americans as being very worldly and whatnot, and most of the people that I know aren't that worldly. They're very, very kind of down home, don't travel much, you know, so it's very, very cool to get somebody else's perspective from, you know, from somewhere besides here. But anyways, this is something that you can dry brush and do some really cool stuff with. So thank you guys, love ya, and I'll try and get that last heat tool out for you today.